talks from the Crypt.
In being 8 years old and getting added to a franchise, and not just a franchise, but literally, I mean, the title was The Return of Michael Myers because he wasn't there in 3. Everyone was pissed.
Right.
4 comes out. He's back. I mean, that's a big fucking deal. At 8 years old, did you understand how?
No.
Or you weren't 8. Were you 9?
Yeah, I was 10. I turned 11 on 4. So I was 10, yeah.
And you'd never seen a Halloween film before then?
No. I was just like, oh my God, I had no idea. And my mom, I don't think it really even knew. We didn't really know what we were getting into or like what it was. I don't think, because we hadn't really watched that. She wasn't really into that stuff. So we had no idea. I was just like, oh my God, I get to go to Utah for 2 months and don't have to go to school. And I get to stay up late and get a hotel room where I can order French fries at, 8 in the morning if I want and sign a piece of paper and don't have to pay for it. Right. Like it was like,
and party till 6 in the morning with everybody. I heard about those parties.
that was on 5.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. 4, I was still very much like a kid. And then 5 came on. It was a whole different vibe on set.
Yeah. You guys took over the hotel.
Oh yeah. It was crazy.
Yeah.
But I had people like Greg Nicotero, who were like father figure. Like Greg taught me how to drive. These are people that I developed a relationship with on set who continued to sort of look out for me after. I used to stay summers with Moustapha Akkad at his house because his daughter Lana was one of my really good friends growing up. So I would stay there throughout the summers and we would just like be kids. And his driver we'd go to like Magic Mountain and Knott's Berry Farm and like swimming, and we'd hang out and movies and make stupid videos. And I'd try to get Lana to smoke cigarettes and introduced her to porn that I found somewhere from a VHS tape from some house that I was just, always starting bad things.
That's amazing though. Do you still have a relationship with the Akkads, Malik?
Malik actually just sent me a t-shirt for my birthday, which was so fun and weird at the same time. I was like, I've never gotten anything from Trinkus my whole life. And then randomly I get a t-shirt of myself from Halloween 4 as my like happy birthday from Trinkus. So it was a little bit like, this is crazy. Like this is a random thing, you know? I didn't know he called and asked for my mailing address. And I was like, am I getting served? Am I getting sued for something? Like, what does he want my home address for? I was all scared,
Yeah.
I didn't know. So Malik's great. He's obviously, he was a PA on Halloween. So I know him from back then.
Yeah.
I would live in his house growing up. He wasn't really there because he was a teenager. So he was already like off doing his thing. But I loved Moustapha was really great to me growing up.
Well, their involvement in the series, there's always this debate whether it was for better or for worse. And, I was curious what you thought about that.
So Dwight Little wrote a book that I'm almost done reading it. I'd stopped it because it was all about directing. Then I was done directing and I was like, I can't read any more about directing because I'm done with it right now. But it was like inspiration and sort of motivation for me and trying to learn things from him because I do adore him. And he was talking about the process of working with Moustapha and kind of Moustapha taking a chance on him. It's a really good read. And he really like championed anything that Dwight wanted. He was like, I'll make that happen.
Right.
The network wants this, but you want Ellie Cornell. Like he was like, he couldn't find the right Rachel casting in Los Angeles. He was like, I'm not, or was it New York? It was one or the other. He couldn't find it. He was meeting all these like actresses. He's like, I'm not getting the essence of what I want.
Small town girl.
Yeah, something just different. And Moustapha said, we will fly you and cast in anywhere. Like you name it and we'll make it happen. And there are not a lot of producers that accommodate the director as much when they have requests like, fly me here and cast girls from this place, unless you're like a big director.
Right.
So I think Moustapha really was like, you have the vision and I want to make sure that I get it right for you. And that's awesome.
I think their involvement was for the better, even though they kind of put their hands in too many places. Because if it were up to John Carpenter, the whole Halloween series would have just been anthology.
Right.
He just wanted it set on Halloween, different events unfurling. So without the Akkads, even Yablans, I call them Yablans though, these guys wanted Michael back. They wanted to capitalize off the success of one.
Right.
So, without them, would we have even gotten the Michael Myers? Would we have gotten Michael Myers again?
Right. I don't know. Probably not. I think that they they were very smart businessmen and knew that there was, I mean, people always say like, oh, is Halloween over? It's like, no, Halloween's not over. They're always going to make these movies. As long as you pay to go see them, they're always going to make these movies.
Those new ones were fucking abysmal. And people, I've made a comment before. I get lynched about it on the show all the time. I once said that Rob Zombie's Halloween is better than John Carpenter's, which is an overstatement. I'm just defending Rob. I don't think it's better because John Carpenter's is a 5 out of 5. There's not a single fucking thing I would change.
Right.
Rob's, I'd change a thing here or there, but not much. Maybe just a couple of creative decisions. Take the white stallion out.
Yeah.
I like that touch, but
that was weird.
Yeah,
and that was added.
Yeah, on set. I heard.
It was added.
Like he saw a white horse and he was like, "All right, let's write this in."